What's up, guys? Welcome back for the next episode of Oddsparks Season 2. We just went through the miasmic vial and all that stuff. Got the little train station set up, and we got our overflow going for two of these guys. Not too bad. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and turn in our quest for the Divine Researcher. So now we can get the Alchemy Lab going, and the distiller is going to get a new recipe. You'll love to see it. Okay, and what was the other quest? Mountain Spark R&D, which, yeah, we should probably turn that in, huh? You need a bunch of stuff. I've got a few of those things. Still need to get the Crashy Spark and the Slashy Spark. Which, you know what? Actually, give me all these back. But you know what? You can keep these ones. I don't need very many of those. And you don't care about the Rocky Sparks for now. Okay. Okay, so now that we've got Alchemy up and going, let's take a look at our quests and see what we want to work on. Spark handling. You know, I should get this done because this will factor into a new quest thing that I want to do, which involves making something. What was that through? It's a separate thing, but I think I need to unlock the quest. And I might do that later. Yeah, because it involves the hats, and yeah, I don't have a workstation for it. Yeah, because I've got all these other hats that I can do, but there's a workstation for creating them that I would like to get set up. Speaking of, I'm just going to buy all these, just to kind of get them out of the way. There we go. What about you? About all your stuff? Do Frowlets have pink faces? Wasn't sure about that. Okay, sure, why not? Alright, apparently 150 ether is enough to buy everything. And then some. Okay, cool. That's taken care of. I need coral, apparently, for the quest, for the large spark pin. Interesting. Woodsman. Oh, really? I need to do basic pigments in order to unlock spark clothing? You kidding me right now? Okay. Alright. They're finally gonna make me do this quest, huh? Wow. Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. I've been sitting here not doing this quest for hours. Like, playthroughs. I've been sitting here not doing this quest. You want me to do this quest? Fine. Fine. You know what? Fine. I'll do this quest. Alright, you want some tree bark? Okay. I'll get some tree bark. You want some leaves? Okay, I'll get some leaves. So silly. Now I've got to actually do basic pigment. Ugh! How dare you? How dare you? Make me get pigment. What a travesty. Alright. Enough indignation. Let us proceed. Give me these freaking leaves, man. How many you want? You want 80? Ugh. Ugh. All this for potentially me setting up a guide video on this, which I haven't even decided if I really want to do that yet. Probably gonna do it. Probably. Where the heck did I have my quartz? Is it up here? Yeah, I think I had quartz up here. Didn't I have the dowsing stones up here? Absolute monstrosity. How could you? You know what? I'll turn in this quest to your face, woodsman. What do you think about that, huh? My word. Here, take them. There. Okay, so tree bark, leaves, and rope for the hat equipper and remover. And, oh, your next quest. Of course. Another quest I'm never gonna get done. Unless you force me to. You bastard. No, this doesn't link to anything. I don't need to do this quest. Haha! Sucks to suck, nerd. Okay. So what do you need for this? Oh, it's because you needed paint for some of these hats. You kidding me? You kidding me right now? You need paint for hats? Hate you. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get that sorted eventually then. Ugh. Alright. What do you need for this? Tree bark, leaves, rope. Okay. Spark clothing. And I wasn't planning on doing paint quests, but I guess I'm gonna have to. That's okay though. I'm mostly exaggerating when I say it's a hassle. Mostly. Not completely. Mostly. Paints. You guys like using the paints in your games? I know some people have been talking about how I should paint pathing and railways and stuff like that. And I should. I don't know why I don't want to. It's just, it's a little bit more work than I want to put in. You know? Maybe I'm just lazy. That's probably what it is. Alright, rope. Those seem to be functioning somewhat. And of course that system is backed up because Puffy Sparks are probably backed up. I'm okay with that. Alright, woodsman. You happy now? I did your cosmetics quests. There. There. Alright. So now... oh, look at that, we got a paint bucket. Something I've never unlocked before. Love to see it. Okay, so now we got a hat equipper and a hat remover. So the hat equipper, you need to feed hats into along with sparks, and then that produces the sparks with the hats. Now, the loom is what I can't make right now, but this is where you do the hats. It takes rope and all of these various resources. Some are easier to get, some are less easy to get. They all require something, which is kind of cool. So depending on where you've got your little setup, it can work out. I don't think I'm going to get into this just yet, but I'll think about it for a video. If you guys are more interested in getting a guide on hats and stuff like that, then I'd be willing to do it. But yeah, I don't think I would ever really make all of the hats. Maybe just 3. Like, I'd make the top hat, I would make the hunter hat, and something else that's easy. I don't know, maybe the conical hat would probably be pretty easy to do, because I could do all those in the exact same station. Or the exact same setup. I would just need to have 3 trees nearby, which... yeah, I could do it, like, right here. But I'm not going to do that right now. Because that's, that would take a lot of work. I don't want to do that, because I'm lazy. Okay, should we go to the cave? I don't think we should, necessarily. Not until we get Crashy Sparks, probably. So, if we want Crashy Sparks, that means we need to get stone crafting up. We need to get Mountain Spark R&D. And we need to get further into our alchemy. Which, for alchemy, we're kind of set up for that already. Kinda. Now the next question is where do I want to set up our alchemy? Like raw distillation of ether and crap like that. Because, yeah, we've got to set up this raw distillation and all that. In which case, we need to also set up alchemy labs. Which I need more squillican tubes for that. I don't like fighting squillicans, but we can blow them up. I'm not going to set up a farm or anything, so... I guess let's go hunt for some squillicans. And hunting we will go. I've got 70 bombs. That's more than enough to get started on our hunting endeavors. I think there's probably a lot over here, so let's just head in that general direction. I think it takes 7 bombs to kill a squillican. 6 or 7. I don't know. There's also this whole setup, which I'm not even utilizing yet. Yet. Seven. Look at that. A couple of dudes right there. Look at these dudes. Yeah, I know I could Puffy Spark and get rid of the poison, but that would require me spending less time than, you know, sitting here. It's the principle of the matter, okay? It's the principle of the matter. Anyway. Pick up this random crap. There we go. Am I going to set up a squillican farm? No, I'm not. Because I don't wanna. That, and I don't want to think through the logistics of having to suck up the poison. I could do it with Bomby Sparks, but then I would have to set up the timing mechanism along with item collection, and you saw how I did that last time. That was a pain in the ass. And it's not like I could save my blueprints from save to save, so I can't directly copy the one that I already spent so many hours making. Okay? So, you're gonna have to forgive me. I don't want to do that this time. Okay, we're gonna have to reach a compromise here. You know what? Since you guys are all just down here, I'm gonna kill you all. You cool with that? Yeah, you're cool with that. 3 might have been a little excessive. But yeah. We're gonna need to get more of these penguin parts anyway. In which case, this is like a perfect place to farm them. So I should actually set up some kind of an indicator as to this being a good spot for them. Alright, chillax, guys. So much poison. Okay, that's enough for 3. Enough for 3 of the alchemy labs. I think I'm okay with 3 for now. Heck, 2 would probably be fine. But I'll plan for 3 and we'll move from there. I should hold on to this coral, actually. Don't need to get rid of that. Because we've got a quest to turn in. Okay. Where do we want this train to go with all these vials? Huh? Up north? Up north might be a good idea. Should turn in all these stone wheels and dowsing stones and all that stuff. Oh no, I already had one of their chests over here. Good. So close. So close. And stone wheels. actually don't have Mason Sister's chest over here. It's going to take a little while to get all that collected. That's okay, though. Right. We got to figure out where we want to do our alchemy and distillation. Up here, maybe? We're kind of getting a little congested down here. So maybe it would be a good time to crack on into over here. While I'm at it, we could come down over here and deposit some stuff. Just to get it out of the inventory. Alright. What are we going to need for all this? We're going to need one etheric distiller, I think. I'm pretty sure one is going to be more than enough, if I remember correctly. The alchemy lab, that required that and shard. Yeah, no, that's all we need. We don't need a whole lot. So let's head up here. We'll set up a crate for the vials, which I should have done before, but I didn't, because I'm a silly Billy. That's right, I said it. I'm a silly Billy. There we go. Yeah, I was going to say, that's not going to take too long to fill up, I don't think. Last one was a little bit unnecessary. That's okay, though. Right. Let's put a zip line in here. Because I like having fun. Even though I'm just going to jump off right now anyway. Aha, there we go. Right. I mean, I don't technically need to do a train for this, but I'm going to. Over here, looks like a relatively flat, open place. It's elevated off the ground, but that's not necessarily a problem. Yeah, this looks like as good a spot as any. We're not going to have a massive kind of an area for this, I don't think. But, yeah, no, this works. This works. Okay, let's grab some of you guys. Alright, you guys can't do boulders. You're inept. You guys can take care of this. So you don't feel useless, you know? Thanks, guys. Alright. How are we going to fuel this? It's a great question. Great question. We could peel off from the explosives and... Yeah, it's right next to the explosives line, so yeah, we can do that. Okay, not a problem. Okay. How do we want this to go in here? Probably just something like this. Sure. We're not going to need a whole lot of throughput on this. I don't think, so we could probably make do with 2 wagons. If anything, 1 wagon would be fine. We're not going to need a whole lot, I don't think. I've already got a train set up on the other side. I don't need to put one here. Okay. Now then, how do we want to do all this? Alchemy labs. Let's just do this. Okay. We're going to then... Do I want to utilize hats for this? I could. Wouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Is that how I want to do that? I don't know. I can move it later if I change my mind. Not a problem. You guys can just kind of go like this, I guess. Yeah, because I've already got 2 wagons set up, so of course I'll have to have 2 wagons this way. Now, why did I decide to face the train in this direction? I don't know. That's not that big a deal, obviously. Super sharp bend. I don't necessarily think we need it to look like that, but that's fine. Whatever. just whatever. I don't care that much. Okay. It's going to be a relatively short track. need it back this direction. Is that coral going to get in the way? No. Good. Not a perfect bend, but whatever. Eh. Bugging me. That's a little bit better. Okay. So that one's set up. We just need to set up the loop over here. You know, I'm surprised we can't set up rope bridges to expand, you know, across these types of things. Just a little surprising. Okay, so I want this to go this way, and then it'll come in through this way, and then I want you to come in back on the track and go this way. So it doesn't necessarily matter that much where I do the intersection here. Hate that. That's a little awkward. So I don't think that's going to properly work at all. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Okay, well. Never mind. Yeah, that's a little bit weird, isn't it? Not in love with that. We might have to do something dumb. Yeah, we're gonna do something dumb with this one. Because this big hole is in the way. Oh well. They can't all be winners. Alright, so you're going to leave the station here, come out this way, go up this way, enter the station here, exit station, come through here, and yeah. Good to go. Right, now we just need to get the fuel sorted, which isn't a major problem. We'll just set up a little splitter. Let's just say here. Set up a separate track here. A crate. Actually, that's not going to work. So you're not going to prioritize the right thing. It'll have to be one off like that. Yeah. Get a one-way here. And then we'll have to get rid of this. Or move it. There we go. Okay. Now you are going to be set in loading mode. And your driver is, of course, going to be you. Dumbest loop ever. Unloading now. Stop. Go back. All right. Now then, we're going to have to set up how this is going to work. I need more hats. Yeah, I need hats. Yeah. Okay. Now then, I want to get this set up before the episode ends. So let's grab some hats. / hauling sparks. There. Grab some hats. Grab some hats. That should be all that I need. as it stands right now, until I set up the actual automation for this. This is the only way we can do it. Yes, yes. Oh my god, so many exclamation points. Funny, one of the first things that was asked for when hats were introduced was the ability to automate putting hats on your sparks. So we had to wait a little bit for it, but eventually it became a thing. To definitely need to set up a waypoint for this. This is going to become tedious to travel back and forth. How's this looking? It's not going to be the fastest replenishment. Until I start getting into, getting these ones over here, which I should, because we do have an excess of vials, so I'll get that sorted eventually. Maybe I'll do that off camera, I don't know, we'll see. Like how I set up that zipline, haven't even used it. Probably delete it. It's just in the wrong spot. Thankfully I did have some of these set up. I totally did that on purpose, so that way I could have a waypoint next to this. Obviously. I didn't do it on purpose, it was just a coincidence. And I don't really have much to burn here. Got some leaves. Guess that'll have to do for now. Put one of these guys in here. That'll have to do. Okay, you boys can come over here. Thank you. Now, I don't think I'm going to need to worry too much about how I've got this set up. Although, that's not going to stop them from gathering these. Which isn't a problem. I don't know actually if that's going to be a problem or not right now. It probably will be. Yeah, we're gonna need to move this over a little bit, just a little bit. All right, and then we can just do that. It's a little bit messy, but whatever. You know what? I could do this with just one. I don't need to do this with that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, this would be a problem if I was using more than one of these guys, but I'm only planning on using one of them. Alright, you can take... Oh, right, no. You guys need to come over here and do this. Now, if I had more than one of these guys on each of these lanes, then I would have to do something a little bit different. Pretty much what we ended up doing, you know, over... Oh, where the heck did we do that? Over here? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, this should be technically functional. And eventually this will fill up. Okay, cool. Yeah, technically this is working. It's obviously not optimized at all. But anyway, that's going to do it for that episode. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.